generate a lot of
yeah, the 1880s, I think.
So
even more than
good
that.
shape.
Yeah.
Real good shape.
Yeah.
And then those two
Spirit box is
books in the
kinda
bags up
serious
there,
business, in my
I don't
opinion.
actually know what those are.
Yeah,
But they're books that my mother gave me that said, she said,
it's
don't
resetting.
ever do anything with these.
You might do the
If
battery.
you want to get them rebound, get them
Well,
rebound,
it's
but I've
not
never
showing-
found
I
anybody that I
charged
really
it.
trust that I
Well,
would
it's
have
not
them
showing
rebound.
anything on the screen,
Same with
so
the
that's
red
weird.
ones.
Well, these things
Oh, let
use
it
a lot
out.
of energy.
True.
It's your device. Is that how it tells you that it has a low battery? I'm not sure. We just got it, so it's not like it's hard to know for sure.
No, it was just it was
Just
literally
it reset
resetting.
itself. That's interesting.
That is weird.
That's very interesting.
Yes,
Bob.
but why? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Now we got hot spots.
Oh Lord. So obviously with the spirit box, you've probably seen this like on our YouTube and also on some of the paranormal shows. It makes a lot of noise. It's obnoxious. There's a lot of white noise in the background of a spirit box. I debunk 90% of what comes through because it is just background noise. It is an AM FM receiver, but it's been modified to truncate so it never locks in on anything. But it does pull those things in to create white noise, to create something for the spirits to then use to give us relevant responses, relevant answers. I want the answers that are direct to what we're saying. What's your name? I want to hear maybe a name, or, how many spirits are here? I want to hear a number, that kind of thing. So some of it we're going to debunk. It's harder for me to hear it while like sitting right here. I can hear it, but it's not as clear. You guys more in the periphery, you'll hear what it's saying more. So if you say, oh, I think it said whatever, shout that out. We want to know. But I also take this very seriously in that I don't open energy in people's homes without being respectful of it. So this is a device that you will see a lot on a lot of these programs. It's basically just talking to the dead through a kind of a radio. Some people don't like this particular device because it does generate a lot of random words, a lot of random white noise in the background. They say, oh, that's, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Most of it's garbage, so none of it's relevant. Yet we've gotten very specific words and answers and responses on here that are extremely relevant.
Gosh, yes.
That, you just, at some point, you can't debunk it. You can't ignore it. And so I don't like to throw a whole set of, equipment or evidence out just because, yes, some of it can be a little hazy. You have to have that appropriate discernment and that ability to interpret the data, which is why we have all these different pieces of equipment, because it gives you a cumulative bit of data to work with instead of one thing, one item, one whatever. It paints you a bigger picture of what's happening in the space and validates that picture. So all these spirits here, I'm going to turn this device on in a minute and you're going to have the opportunity. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to speak. I'm not going to make you. This is not what this is about, but I want to make sure you guys feel heard. If you do have something to convey to this family, this is going to be your opportunity. So please protect us from any harmful or negative energy or spirits that may come through to us, and only allow positive spirits or energy to come through. Maybe something will happen. What the hell? So we're here to listen to you guys. Okay. We just want to make sure you're validated. So if you could use some of this energy to possibly come through. That's static discharge, but it happens.
That was a definite high.
Hello? Can you tell me your first name? I'm sorry, I need you to speak up a little bit.
I heard like a. Is it a Rick or a Nick? Let me see.
How many spirits are in this space?
3.
That was a 3. Before all that. No. With the static.
Pretty clear.
Come on, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. We just want to hear you, but the static has we gotta do something about that. And I don't know why sometimes it gets staticky. Okay. Oh, for the Pete's sake.
Well, it's discharge.
Yeah, but they're getting close. They're getting so close. It's just like they're getting close to
Yeah.
that thing.
Hey.
Did you live here previously? Did you live on this land? Maybe. I think it said maybe.
Yeah.
That was a very clear one. That's weird.
Well.
Hi. Hello. Who was sitting in the chair? Said I did. Who were you? I'm like me. Okay, it was me. Well, thank you for interacting with us. We really appreciate it. We just want you to live in harmony, your afterlife, and also with these living people that are here. They're very nice people. Yeah? So you're comfortable existing with them here? What do you think of what they've done to the home? Have they made changes? Just trying to make it easier for you guys. But you gotta work with me.
That was so weird.
Huh.
Did you hear that tone? It sounded exactly like the REM pod. It wasn't the REM pod. It sounded like it was coming through the speaker, but it was the same tone as the REM pod.
It's weird.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it sound. I just kind of didn't even pay attention.
I've never heard it do that before.
You can take this device and answer any questions, say anything you need to say. Is there anything on your mind? Jules?
Jules, yeah, so is that what I heard?
Did you like to wear jewelry?
Or was that his name, Jules?
Maybe. Trying to give you an opportunity. You gotta let me know what works for you, what frequency works for you. We're not gonna make you do anything you don't want to. Grandpa?
Alright.
Is that you? Did you touch that? Who touched the REM pod? Can you tell me if you need any help? Do you need anything, or are you okay? This lack of response, I can't. I have to debunk all of this, you know. I can only go with the stuff that's really clear. It's okay if you can't do that.
It's like no problem.
Are there any other family spirits here? hiding in the background? Hello?
Bible.
Said Bible. That was really clear.
Okay.
Well, there is a church right there. So.
Oh, I never thought of what kind of residual energy could come off the church.
Right.
Probably all kinds of people walking
sure.
through, like,
Absolutely.
hey, let me walk through here. Oh, this is neat. Okay, let me go back over there. Oh, Lord.
Are any of the antique books a Bible? No? Okay.
Her book is in there, but
Oh,
that one's
interesting.
40 years old, 45 years old.
I got a little bit of energy and, vibe for sure. Do you like any of the books in that case there? So, it almost sounded like it said prayer book. Which book do you like? One more time. Do you want us to look at any of the books? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's creepy. Okay, I'll go look at them.
And they said, okay.
See, that's the interactive. That's what I'm talking about. It's like that direct response time. That's what I'm looking for.
Spirit channel.
Thank you. I appreciate your help. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm stabilizing you. Everything's good. We're okay.
You got something.
I have control of this energy.
We got a blue and a hot spot.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which shelf are you interested in?
I said Jesus.
And I'm right. I was looking up here.
Well,
Shelf.
Yeah, this shelf?
No.
No, we're close, yeah. This shelf? You're talking about making the personality of the other side. Do you like all of them? Did you like to read? Did you own any of these?
I will. I did.
I did.
I did, yeah.
Book covers that I did not pick up.
Yeah. Right?
I think so. I did. Can you give me an author name? Is that? It keeps drawing me up here. It's very palpably warm. Huh.
What is that?
I have no idea what's up there. And books up, and it's a whole thing full of books. Do you like this shelf? I get a tingle on this one too. Any comment?
Moby Dick. That one's clear. It's right there. On the right.
Where?
Right there.
oh, wow.
Said Moby Dick. You said that's right.
Wow.
It's right there.
Oh, that's a oh yeah, right there.
Good one.
So you like that one too?
Yeah.
Is that your book?
Sweet! Sweet!
I'm venturing to guess these souls like this stuff.
That was pretty interesting with the Moby
Can you
Dick.
put your hand in front of that figurine that's in there? Yeah?
Said covered. That's funny. That was interesting.
I hear somebody like,
Me.
yeah, I hear you talking about it. What do you need to be clear for me. I'm having a hard time understanding. Who's mother? Grandmother? And I keep bringing up somebody's sibling. There's like a pair. They show me two people together, and then it splits.
Any other favorites?
There's a lot of energy coming off this cabinet.
Any other favorite titles?
There's this woman that's so close to me. What is she? God, her hands hurt. You can't, like, such, like, pain. She's using her hands and it hurts. It's such an achy feeling. Well, thank you for sharing this energy with me. I'm gonna go ahead and return
All right,
the spirit
cool.
box. That
Good.
has a lot of energetic movement to me. A lot of pain, actually. It's okay. Did I feel some of your pain? Yeah. I sure did, didn't I? It's okay, though. Was that figurine yours? Can you tell me if it was yours? Honey? Did that belong to you? You gotta be real loud for me. If it was yours, can you shout your name?
Okay.
Something there. That's all it said something. George? Oh, George! Yeah, who's George?
What?
What? What? These dead people. Oh, God, they're a riot. I mean, I enjoy talking to them because they're very entertaining, you know. But they have a sense of humor. Thank you for interacting and validating.
You're welcome. That was super clear. Super clear. Super clear. Class A. That was class A.
And they're so gracious and well, okay. Do you guys have any questions for the other side? I mean, you can shout something out if you want. You don't have to, but you know, you got well, yeah.
Because that figurine was my grandpa's.
Oh.
And I sat next to his chair, like this, every day. And in my grandma made sure I got his picture.
Which is why I felt the presence of a female handing it over. That makes a lot of sense. Well, hey, Grandpa? And I heard what sounded like a male voice when we were talking about it, like the acknowledgement was theirs. So that makes sense. Can you step forward and say hi to your granddaughter? I know it's hard. Whatever you can do. Even just a hi.
Hello. That was perfect.
Thank
That's
you.
That's so awesome.
That was
Are you
perfect.
glad that she has your figurine?
What?
The little sculpture. You glad that she has it? Does that make you happy?
Uh-huh.
Is he a quiet man?
Oh, really? That's so
He's
good.
very reserved. Which is why walking through the space, I kept seeing these quiet, reserved background energies. He didn't have anything to say to me. They're just like observing. Well, sir, we'd like to talk to you too. You don't have to, but thank you for being here.
We asked them where you select to go.
Can you tell us where you select to go? What was your favorite spot to hang out? It's so background. Something. Show me where you are. Just show me where you are.
I heard it December.
Just show me where you are. Where do you like to be? I smell a lot of wood. I see like a flat surface. Where are we? I see trees outside. Moving. Where are we?
Home. Stay home. Where's home?
It's almost like he's like sitting on like a hard surface. He's sitting on something. You're sitting on. I wish I could come closer. Sir, can you clarify what I'm saying, please? And there is that smell of smoke. Yeah? Is it bar? Which soul is this? This should be dead. Trying to chase him down. It's a sea of dead. You like to be left alone? You like to be left the hell alone? Stop bothering me. Go do this over here now.
He's like,
I'm here. It's good enough. What a funny man. But it would be time for you. You know, he liked his own stuff to tinker and do shit. But time with you, all right, I'll give you time. But only, but then when he was done, he's like, I'm gonna go do this now. Yeah. Interesting fellow. It's enough that I'm here guarding. Can't that be enough? Yes, it is enough. It is. Sure it is. We like to give you a chance to talk if you want to talk. Nothing. It's nothing to say.
I think he said done.
Y'all done?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting your presence be known. And thank you to all the other souls that are here that have interacted on all of this equipment and interacted with us in a lot of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and let this energy calm and let you guys not have to be on performance. So, yeah. So the rules do apply with this equipment. No souls may attach to this equipment. equipment to any of the investigators, anyone that's here, visits here, or any of the animals, you are invited into peace and into your afterlife. No attachments to anything and no negative energy. Thank you.
He was like, yeah.
Basically, you can go in peace. Thank you for being present, however. We really appreciate your willingness to interact to the level that you are comfortable. With that said, I will close the session and thank you for being here. Okay. Thank you very much. You have a good afterlife and a good evening. Session is now closed. Good night. So, that's a spirit box session.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say about all that.
That's pretty cool.
Just wow. And as you can see, there's a lot of peripheral stuff in the background. You know, okay, throw that out, throw that, because a lot of it is just junk and gobbledygook, whatever. But the fact that there was those key little relevant moments, mixed with what I was feeling, and the fact that I walked over there and it still was like saying all these different things relevant to what I was hovering near, like that's super weird, but also validating. Like, you know, it shows that wherever they're vibrating, they can also see what we're interacting with, and they can have that connection and say, yeah, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm, you know, feeling. Wow. What do y'all think?
Very cool.
Thoughts, feelings,
The blue
emotions.
light is still there.
That's crazy.
You got the full array of
I'm
blueness.
floored.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting, isn't it?
Not what I was expecting. I was totally expecting somebody else. Because he's been gone since '84.
Doesn't matter. Energy knows energy. And he decided, well, fine, I'll show up. Whatever. Okay.
I was his favorite.
Oh.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for validating.
That's so awesome.
You see?
See?
He wanted to make sure he was... What do you mean I'm not showing up? Of course I'm showing up.
And where were you getting that he enjoyed?
I was very
Because
conflicted
you
with
were
him.
like right there.
Because I felt like he was sitting like there was like almost like a bar, like a wooden bar, and like he was on this hard chair and he's just hanging out. That's what I was seeing.
When I was little, and we would just disappear, and the family would be like, "Where'd they go?" And they'd find us at the bar.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny. That's Brad.
Well, apparently he's still.
Holy shit!
She told me that he used to just sit around the bar, and the bartender would walk over and go, "What can I get you, sweetie?" And
Sugar.
whatever
Sugar.
she said,
Yeah. Just.
he'd disappear and come back with it.
Oh my gosh.
The story goes, he'd run to the mini mart right next door, grab candy,
Aw.
ice cream, whatever, come back with
I wanted
whatever
rainbow
she's asked
sherbet.
for.
By God, Owen was getting that rainbow sherbet.
Aww.
So
Whatever
That's so
she asked for, yeah.
Wow.
That is so sweet.
wow.
Well, he's still hanging around. That's awesome.
Kind of blows my mind too. Quite a bit. But it just shows that, you know, energy never dies. He was able to translate that information to me. And again, being the empathic medium, I see it in that symbolic way and all those images. And I have to play Pictionary with those images. But the fact that he showed it to me, I mean, thanks to him for doing that. So you could have that validation.
That's
and you
awesome.
could have that comfort. Yeah, it makes me happy.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the books are in there. So
No.
when you were in the middle shelf right there,
Mhm.
those books and the two up on top are probably
Oh,
125 or 150 years old.
Those two shelves.
And I was super drawn to both of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I like the books, but
if you were talking to somebody named Jules, I doubt it didn't seem that he would be old enough to
Yeah.
understand what those books are. But
Mhm.
Moby Dick,
yeah,
I mean,
everyone
right.
knows Moby Dick.
Right.
Yeah.
But Steven's sister, Julie.
Oh. Well, there you
Could have
go.
been that.
You might want to ask her if
He never told her.
And
maybe
it's
we're
Jules.
not hearing it as clearly. You know, I heard the jewel part, so that's what
Could have
I
been
heard the
Jewel.
word. I heard the word jewel.
Yeah.
So that would
Jewel.
you might, or just the
Yeah.
fact that I was hearing it that way, but they were trying to say Julie.
Hey,
You know, a high vibration trying to connect through this. So you know, it's like a long distance phone call, a little crackly. It's you know.
Well, then it could have been more than one person.
Yes. Oh yeah, there was tons of people talking in
And then
there.
you get
There
over
were
an edge one.
there was females and males. There was plenty
Yeah.
of souls talking in there.
So are there any books in there from by Jules Verne?
That's a good question.
Maybe.
That is a good
I don't know what's in here. In fact,
I have no idea.
yeah, I have no idea what's in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the other thought.
Around the World in 80 Days is right there next to Moby Dick.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Holy shit.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
and in fact it is. It's Around the World in 80 Days and Moby Dick is right there next to
Right
each
next
other.
to each other. So that
Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
there you
then
go.
unravels that.
So
There it is.
They
There
are
it is.
very acutely aware of what's in that
Yeah.
cabinet.
So that's good validation.
Wow.
You'll need to run right now.
Well, I
Oh, that's
obviously,
going off again now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get in the tribal.
I'm obviously going to need a blister space just to tamp it back down, but clearly, but everything here is really sweet and positive and helpful and protective. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of
I've
love.
never felt worried.
Yeah, you've got so much love in this space, and that's wonderful. Just, you do too. But it's a little busy here and there, and mostly it's it's people that you would expect and that do belong. So
Very cool.
That's so cool.
yeah, nobody's causing any trouble. They're just amusing.
Yeah.
They're very amusing. The dead can be funny.
Lock the door.
Right.
Mom, we're locked out.
Some of them like to play tricks, some of them like to joke around. Occasionally you might get a peripheral spirit that just kind of wanders in and out because you guys having a little bit of sensitivity. So you might get somebody comes in and screws around and jokes around, not understanding that, hey, that's not okay, that's not cool. And that's totally something that can happen. Mainly just keeping those good boundaries, just like you would with the living. If it's something you don't want them to do, say so. Don't wake me up. Don't lock the door.
Don't creep me out.
Those kind of things like that.
Yeah, the waking up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, little things like that you can set boundaries about and just literally put it out there to the universe and say, these are the things that I don't want to have happen in my space. This is not okay. Everything else, they can just hang out there and they can be in the background. They're not hurting nobody.
Tell them to not be creepy.
Just don't be creepy and you can stay. And I think that would be fine. But
That's cool.
with that said, do you have any questions before I bless the living crap out of your space?
No,
Not really.
Okay. You
I think
feel validated?
Frankly, I think you've certainly validated a lot of what we have experienced. Nothing nefarious, nothing toxic, like you said.
Yep.
I think both things, both living, it seems, and past, we have very strong energy here. And you're right, it's not something that I would ever sit and go, yeah, that's an explanation.
Yeah.
It's just not the way it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense, and you've nailed things that I don't know how much Googling you could do, but you're not going to get the things that
That you got.
you've said, and that there's no way. There's absolutely no way you could have gotten it.
You can't Google feelings.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
So much.
Nailing my kid right off when he walked into a room. There's no way you would have known that. There's
And your
absolutely no way. What?
And your shoulders.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that.
Oh, you have shoulder problems, do
Oh,
you?
yeah. I can't
Oh,
sleep
wow.
on my right shoulder, not at all.
Oh wow.
It hurt really bad.
Uh-huh.
It was quite uncomfortable.
I have
That's
Oh.
awesome.
I have either
That's
dislocated my shoulder or
Oh, I'm so sorry.
torn my rotator cuff or something, and again, it's not something that I'm never,
Yeah.
not ever, not going to get fixed, but just not anytime
It's
soon.
it's just one of those
That's
things.
So no,
You're
Just
just managing
adapt.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Well, and that's the thing is that I come into a space and try to validate as much as I can through my empathic ability, but also through all the equipment. Because, you do need that layered approach to gather the information to really have this whole overall, okay, I understand what's happening in my space. And just you can continue to feel comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
And science and spirit blend beautifully together. People like to separate them, but they smash together quite frequently. And so we like to show how that happens and why that happens. And
Energy is energy, like you said,
Mhm.
right? And it's just how you explain or understand the energy that is around you. I mean, you explain it for science, you explain it through feeling. It's still energy. It's still there.
yeah, you can't really one way or the other. It just is.
Right. The
And
atoms just are.
Yeah, and for me, I experience that energy, those, all of those things happening on a very, quantum level, I experience them at such a different like rate and way, and it's very bizarre for me. And so yeah, walking into a room, walking into a space and feeling what a person felt in that space, I wish I could have better explanation for it. It literally just simply is. Mm-hmm. And so to be able to come in here and give you guys that extra layer of validation, and then also, have a solution to just keep things the way you want it and keep things balanced in your space, that makes me really happy, and it's the reason we are booked out till 2022 and the reason that we work so hard, because there are people that will misuse resource and information and try to craft a whole thing around, an investigation. I know this, I know that, I feel this, I feel that. But to be able to give you this kind of level of care is something that, it means the world to me. There is nothing that is more important to me than to be able to help people.
Too legit.
My soul is just nourished by providing healing. And so, to be able to give that to you guys is darn groovy.
I think the dead people appreciate it.
They do. Yeah, I'm here to help the living and the dead. And so this is what our team is for. Yep. To make sure that you know what's going on in your space. But
give you a validation stamp.
You got some extra layers that you didn't even expect.
Yeah.
I
honestly, like, right after he passed, I could sense him still around, but it's been years.
Wow.
He's standing right next to you, by the way.
Oh Lord.
He's a helpful guy.
Yeah.
He's a helpful guy, and
he's so quiet.
Yeah, and that's why he was such in the background for me, and he didn't like smack me right in the face. It took all this pulling his energy out, because he just was like kind of hovering in the background quietly. I'm just watching. Like, dude, you're important. Be part of things. And so he needed a little encouragement. Coaching. When I do like private readings for clients, just like phone readings or whatever, sometimes I like to tell people there are some souls that I need to encourage, or they just need a damn engraved invitation to actually step forward, because it's just like, what? I thought you knew I was here. It's like, no, like, come on, we want you to interact. So sometimes they do need that little extra layer of.
It's like, it's okay. Nudge. It's not going to bite you.
Yeah, some of them are just not all up in my face, some of them are just like whatever. But the gal who obviously would have been really present with these properties, she was perfectly comfortable being right in my face, because she was very comfortable in this whole area. It's her home. It's absolutely nothing to her. And then encountering your cousin when I should, where he would be spending time with, the kids. Yeah, that makes sense. Now it makes much more sense, because I don't know what I'm going to experience or what I'm going to feel, but feeling it in the areas that I'm feeling, I'm like, oh, all right.
Makes total sense.
Now I get it.
Wow.
Now I see why it's happening. So, so for a house blessing, I, kind of do different layers, usually some holy water. I usually smudge with some, blessed herbs, that kind of thing. Just sort of a hodgepodge of stuff. I do like to anoint you guys, just to keep you guys safe and grounded and protected and full of love and good crud, And only question I have is, do any of your smoke detectors call the fire department?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Which ones?
The one in the hallway.
I will try not to set that one off really hard.
But we can open the windows.
Yeah.
We will need.
Disable it, so it doesn't call them right away, but I can disable it if it goes off. Yeah.
Yeah, disable.
Yeah, the one in the hallway.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, I'll be careful, and I try to be careful. But yeah, we will want a couple windows open anyway when I'm doing the smudging part. Yeah. The holy water, I don't need it, but the smudging, and it's also important when you do bless
it's fragrant.
Well, it is. It's very fragrant, but you also want to have an energetic exit for the energy. Yes. Nothing negative may dwell in this space. Oh God, I'm gonna have the dial power.
Let me go first.
Oh my goodness.
Turn it.
Nice. And you're rumbling pretty good too.
I know.
Because he figured he could be
Wendy filming.
I'm just gonna go low. Just gonna. He's ready to go. I'm just trying not to set any of them off.
Right.
I just don't want to be, that one.
Ideally.
Because I always set them off, and it's very embarrassing for the smudger.
The house jiggled,
Nothing negative. Nothing dark, heavy, or toxic may be in this space. Only love is welcome in this space. Only light and peace and healing may be in this home. If you are not of love and light, peace and healing, then you are now called to leave, and all that may remain is love and peace, tranquility, healing, blessings fill this space. This is a home of love. This is a home of light. Nothing dark, heavy, or toxic may ever dwell here, and this place is forever surrounded by love and light. Are those the dogs?
I don't know which ones.
There's the pillow there.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
They're very cute.
Yeah. Those are all 3 of the dogs.
Aww.
Aw. Cute.
I like that.
That's neat.
It's very neat.
That was this Christmas, this last one.
Oh man, you're so gonna set this thing up.
No, I'm not. Damn it, no, I'm not. I'm not setting it off. Peace and love is welcome in this space. Only light, love, and healing may dwell in this home. This is a space of peace and tranquility, safety, love, and harmony. Nothing may be in this space that is not of the light, that is not of love, that is not of healing. Please provide healing physically to those that live here, that suffer any pain, any ailment, or any spiritual discomfort. Please bring peace and healing to them. Bring light and love to them. And I ask that all negative energy exit the space and respect their boundaries and do not creep them out. If you're passing through, pass through quickly. Please do not upset them. Please do not bother them. Let them be comfortable and in peace. I ask for light and love and healing to be in this space.
So,
If you are not of love, if you are not of light,
they're saying the journal.
in this space.
Oh, did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did David and his
They're
mom.
thinking that's
got
gonna
that one
work.
too.
Please bring
I
light.
just can't wait to see
Please
how
bring
else
love.
Stay home.
Nothing
Serious.
negative can be in this space. Only peace and tranquility is welcome here. All of you spirits that participated today, thank you. If you are here to love and protect, you may remain with love and with peace. Any spirit that needs help moving on, the light is now open for you, and you may leave at any time. Please allow this home to be filled with light, with love, with tranquility and peace. And no heavy energy is permitted in this home. This is a space of love. This is a space of light. We ask that only healing be welcome in this space. Only light be welcome in this space. It's sage, cedar, sweetgrass, palo santo, yerba santa, and lavender.
She wasn't listening.
It's white sage, cedar, sweetgrass, yerba santa, palo santo, and and lavender.
This smells so much better.
It's a good mix.
It is a
White sage itself can be a little weird, but the mixture of the other herbs really softens it and just makes it really beautiful. Especially the lavender. And Palo Santo is my favorite.
Not at all. It's excellent.
I love Palo Santo.
Things are good for different things, different types of energy. Because some energies think that
Maybe here, only love. Maybe here.
That is true.
Palo Santo is my favorite go-to, just because it smells really good and it clears energy. If you have a really heavy, negative, emotional day, smudging yourself with Palo Santo is just kicking that game up to clear yourself off.
It also helps with pain.
It does help with nerve
It
pain
has
to
a little
some
bit of,
degree.
it takes a little of the.
All right, I'm gonna take this outside because I sprinkle it basically at the end of your driveway.
Seal the property
Oh,
line.
gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, it seals
Seal the
plant,
property.
Seals the property.
This is our thing, texted that to Amy. Got our phones off. What's going to be in your room?
Do a wrap up in front of the sign on the Tahoe if you want.
Phone number's wrong. I need to order a new sign.
That's okay. We got the good one. I got you.
Well, I think this was a very productive investigation. While there wasn't anything, creepy coming out of the closet, no, scary poltergeists, it was stuff they needed validated. They needed that assurance of what they were experiencing, what they've been saying to each other. Oh, maybe that's not real, maybe that is real. They needed something tangible. So to give them that tangible validation, I think is very special. And to connect them to some loved ones they didn't even realize were going to step forward, that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
So with giving them a little bit of tools to help kind of manage stuff and keep stuff in the right zone, I think they'll forever have success. And that little chirping that we just went over was hummingbird.
Nice.
So for me,
yeah.
For me, that's a really, really good sign. That's
plus the butterflies.
That's sort of it's the extra layer of validation of like, yeah, they're gonna be all right. So,
good job.
On to the next adventure.
That's right.